to be recorded.
Don't
So
worry about it.
What are you doing with the
recording? Hold on. Hey, Ryan Hodge, support Black Business TV. I'm your friendly, the best host you ever knew of Support Black Business TV. I'm also the CEO of Black Folk Hotspots, and this is episode 61. And I got Elaine Floyd, and she got help. Help is on the way. You know, when we look at things in our health and our family, especially in the Black community, when we look at, you know, how many of our fathers or grandfathers or mothers and aunts and grandmamas have, you know, had diabetes, or even just the pains associated with it. She does something that she works with a company that has products, something that can help our families out. So I'm gonna let her just tell you guys real quick what she do, who she is and what she do, and then definitely go to, you know, click the link in the description below. Go to her profile on Black Folk Hotspots and connect with her on Twitter and Facebook, and go check out her site and see if any of those things she can do can help you out, because they will. So Elaine,
yes.
Tell our people. I know you wasn't ready to be recorded, but it's okay, because we like candid stuff, off the cuff. So this is coming straight. I don't rehearse nothing, and I don't care what nobody say. But like, hey, you stuttering, so what? I bet you that content coming out of my mouth is right. But anyway, Elaine, tell us a little bit about who you are and then about the company that you're with.
Okay, so I'm an Encore 3 distributor, and this is a new business. It's just started. It's on the ground floor, and I'm one of the core participants in this group. Encore 3 is a business, and it's in health and wellness. So our main focus is diabetes, which is an epidemic that is out of control, and it affects millions and thousands of people. And so we have products that will help anyone who is diabetic or pre-diabetic, help with the inflammation. And okay, so we have a product for that. We have pain management products. We have beauty products. Okay, but our main product that's getting a lot of attention is the Cobrazole. All right, it's homeopathic. It's not over the counter. It's over the counter things that people buy for pain. And we know that those things don't work. Okay, but with this Cobrazole, you really have to try it. We're getting raving reviews about it because it works instantly. It doesn't have a smell. And it really, you can roll it on and it lasts for days. The Nopal deals with the diabetes and the inflammation. So inflammation is major. It's a major cause for major diseases, okay, that cancer, diabetes, arthritis, etc. And it comes from a plant in the desert, the south or western part of the United States, and it's been used for thousands of years by the natives who lived in that area. Okay, so if you have pain, any type of illness, you can use the Cobrazole for pain, and for inflammation, you can use the Nopal. But there are other things that we can do on a daily basis that will help us in both areas. Okay, so here's the Cobrazole, if you can see it.
The Cobrazole.
Okay. Yes, this is the Cobrazole. And it treats any type of pain that you have, anywhere. Okay, and if you visit my Facebook page, I have a link there where we have testimonials explaining how the Cobrazole has helped them. The Nopal, I also have a testimonial there, a person who in our company has used it. He really put that, you know, it has to get into your system. His AC level, his doctor actually took him off of insulin. Okay, he was taking insulin, and they took him off of it once he started using this no pound. So this is our main feature here, the cobazole, because you get immediate results from the cobazole. Okay, the no-pol, I suggest that you work with your doctor with taking this if you're on other medications. So these are two main products, but we have other things, beauty, facial spa, you know, you can take a spa treatment. And that's it. I suggest that you visit my site. Right now I'm fumbling and stuff. I wasn't expecting to do this live.
I held her hostage. Hey, here's the thing. So let me ask you a quick question, just a real quick question. So what made you go with these products? I mean, what made you go with this company? Why did you choose this company?
Okay, I've been personally using natural products for health and wellness for over 25 years. Okay, and this is not my first health and wellness company. This is my second. And because it helps people with their illnesses or help them to manage whatever is going on with their bodies, and I prefer to use natural remedies. Okay, so anything that's offering something herbal, homeopathic, anything that comes from the earth works much better. And this is what our ancestors did. Ancestors all over the world, doesn't matter what part of the world, they used the earth, they used the land to heal themselves. So anything that's natural, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I can see that, and that makes a lot of sense too. And I'm seeing a big push for those things now. And you know, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is cool. I thought of so many people that should know about this, and this is why I was like, we got to get you on. You know, I know we had some technical difficulties, but I'm like, people need to know about this, and our people, more especially, we need to know about this because, you know, like I tell people, you know, when people call me, I say, listen, I care about my people, and you know, the more knowledge that we can have, the better it is. You know, I talk to my sister all the time, and I'm like, hey, you know what? She's not in bad health at all by no stroke of imagination, but I'd be like, look, you know, we need to cut back on this sugar. We need to cut back on some of these different things, and I'd be like, hey, you know what? You better start looking at some of these things on the back. You know, and she, you know, because she likes her Mountain Dew, and I'm like, hey, yo, let me tell you about that stuff. I said, Sean, you know, when I look at how many grams are in that bottle of Mountain Dew, it's like 70 or 80 grams, and it's one serving. And I say, look, I didn't know what a gram was until somebody hit me to it. But they said, you know, like 4 tablespoons or teaspoons of sugar. Would you just eat that? And I went, no, you know what I mean? I'm like, heck no, I wouldn't do that. They said, that's what you're drinking. And right. So now, you know, and even, you know, I like the flavored waters, you know, vitamin water or other type of stuff. Or I'll put, like in this is not vitamin water. This is water with lemon right now. The vitamin water I had because I was out and about. But the thing I did is I looked for the sugars and this, that, and the other. It's like less than 1 gram. But this is the, you know, I'm not going to get them any push, but it's, well, I didn't already mention it's vitamin water, but it's it got 0 sugar. It's the vitamin water 0. So I just know that it affects us. My grandfather was a diabetic. My sister's grandfather was a diabetic. I know that sounds weird, but her dad married my mom. So both our grandfathers on 2 different sides of the family, like totally unrelated, both had diabetes. You know, obviously my grandfather didn't die from diabetes. He had a stroke, but I'm sure that diabetes, he lived for like 30, 40 years, but his quality of life went down a lot, you know, especially when he got his toes amputated, right? And, you know, in my other one, he was amputated at the knee. And I know what it is. It's what we're eating. It's the food. It's in that. Even though they both live to be, you know, late 70s or early 80s, their quality of life, you know, diminished greatly once they turned about 60, 65. You know, they wasn't young and youthful no more. Like right now at 42, I can have something, but I'm still young, so I'm still moving around, still active. But when you start to slow down because you're getting older, you know, things like that creep in. Exercise, same thing. You know, but yeah, so I kind of, you know, I have on my phone, I got a little walk counter, and my goal is 10,000 steps a day, but, you know, I don't always accomplish it, but I do look at it, and I'll see, you know, when I do 25 or 3,000 steps, and it's like, okay, you didn't walk like 2 miles. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Or you didn't walk a mile and a half. I'm like, now I know that I'm doing something instead of sitting in this chair. And I work from home, and I work in front of a computer most of the time. So I am more sedentary. And I didn't really think about it until I picked up over the winter 40 pounds. And I hadn't picked up weight, you know, to where I had to go get some bigger pants in like 10 years. And so that made me more conscious, like, whoa, nothing fit. I want to put on a suit to go somewhere. I'm like, I can't even wear this. What I'm supposed to wear? Now I was mad because I had to go spend money to buy new clothes. You know, I'm like, this sucks. And I had to go buy a suit. So I'm like, I got to go. I can't just, yeah. So those are the things that I'm cognizant about. And that's why, you know, I appreciate you guys as business owners, because everyone that I talk to in our network, and we got over 2,100 business owners. When I ask them that question of why did they do this, it all comes back. I don't care what it is. Mostly, I've not had one person say it's for the money. You know, while that's a kind of like a given, but at the same time, it's always because they can help somebody, or because somebody in their family, or it was something that they used that benefited them. The same way I created this is something that I knew, and I created Black Folk Hotspots to help Black business owners get more exposure. So that's what I like about Black business owners too. We don't just, a lot of us don't just do things for the money. But definitely, Elaine, it's been a pleasure talking to you and rapping with you. Definitely got to do this again. Like I said, just schedule some time, you know, over the next week or 2 weeks or next month, so we can follow up with some of the things that we talked about before we came on camera. Right. And if you guys want to know more information about Elaine, our featured guest, the link is in the description of the video. So if you're watching it on Google, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, you'll see the link. Just click. If you're on Twitter, just click the YouTube link to go to YouTube, and you'll see the link in the description to connect with Elaine, or and then you'll see all her social networks where you can connect with her and get more information and follow around until, you know, or ask her questions. Just let her know Black Folk Hotspot sent you, so she'll be like, oh, okay, they sending me business. Anyway, thank you. I got to run. It's been a pleasure. And thanks for being our guest on our 61st guest for our SBB, which stands for Support Black Business TV. It's the hashtag. Go search it, see our other videos. And as always, go to youtube.com/BFHS network to be updated when we start the next episode of 62, which is coming up, by the way, real quick. 62 and 63 are today as well. So talk to you guys soon. Elaine, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.